Alright guys, here we are, game 2 in the grand finals. This is a best of 5 between these two players, $100 on the line, and the title of ZOTAC Cup North American winner. Here we are in Daybreak, on Daybreak, and in the top right corner of the map, Spawning Orange, and playing Zerg, it is Tomikus. And guys, here's his Twitter, you can check him out afterwards.
And his awesome profile page.
He's got the best profile picture. I'm not even going to spoil it because I want you guys to go to his Twitter.
It's pretty good, it's pretty good. Meanwhile, down here, currently up 1-0 in the series, in the bottom left-hand corner of this huge map, Daybreak. We know him, we love him. He's always smiling. It's Polt. And here is his Twitter, for those of you that are not following him. Should definitely get on that.
But okay, Daybreak is a map that I feel our Zerg player can really greatly utilize, depending on what Polt goes for. Polt's every game, man, it's just like Marines and tanks. Marines and tanks. Am I playing Terran? Am I playing Zerg? Who cares? Blindfold me. Marines and tanks.
That's true. And then Polt just drops and wins.
Well, one really big consistency that we've seen out of Polt is he's really, really good with Reapers. I mean, I hate to say it, but I may have to take the Reaper crown from Fuser and give it to Polt if he keeps this up.
It's about incorporating him to the play to utilize them beyond simply dealing damage. I mean, they're very, very good scouts. They're very, very good at map control, creep denial in general. And I like this early scout here from Tomikus.
Yeah, a lot of
Polt
Zerg
is
players
reacting to it much earlier than the last previous match, though.
Yeah, a lot of Zerg players tend to not send that drone scout because it's like, alright, the Overlord's going there, why waste that mining time? But stuff like this is absolutely worth it. Because, I mean, Polt's losing equal amounts of lost mining time. He's got to, quite frankly, defend that SCV.
Yeah.
And if nothing else, the mind game of frustration plays a big effect. If you think I'm just joking about that, try playing Terran and dealing with this. It's so easy to miss your gas. You know, even if it's off by one SCV, you can screw a player up on the most basic levels, and Polt still is just like, alright, come on, man. Cut that shit out. Get out of here.
And the SCV scout is making its way to his opponent's base. Polt is undeterred going for that Reaper opening yet again. Meanwhile, his opponent going gas pool, so it will be speedling out of our Zerg play.
Which is a really intelligent choice, because whether it's Polt or any other player in the world, you need speed to deal with Reapers effectively. Queens will come out and they will kind of deter the Reapers, but they can't clean up Reapers on their own. They really need that speed link.
Yeah. It's like, I think that's the #1 most like night and day change in this matchup from Wings of Liberty to Heart of the Storm is just the need for speed, man. It sounded corny, but like I thought of it first, and I thought of the name of the movie title, and I.
Too fast, too furious.
Oh man.
I'm clearly describing a Reaper, not infringing on any movie titles, just in case anyone was confused. But oh, this SCV will go down, and Polt again will be denied this bunker.
It's okay though. It does actually, like, especially in its position, it serves very well for future Reaper micro.
Well, plus you can hide in there if he needs. Like the surface, it's like going to the mineral lines, right? Like it's going to severely limit. But here comes the Queen popping out. Polt. Oh, combat drugs had only just kicked in, sadly.
Bunker does
already
get
racking up
there.
the kills though, man. Yep, Polt going to jump down here, avoid the Queens for a little bit, but again, Tomikus, it's just not fun dealing with this. I do like that he's kind of keeping us cool through this, though. We see him putting down the spine crawlers, trying to cancel buildings, keep these drones alive, and ooh, actually trapping them in the mineral lines.
This was a very nice move there from Tomikus. And he can go home happy with that, because map control denied until these Hellions get out.
Yeah, here comes the Hellions.
Yeah, that was sick.
And this is another situation where, alright, you've got Speedlings on the field. They can deal with Hellions, but only if engaging in their favor. Because Hellions, of course, can kite, find those positions, take ramps, mineral lines, what have you, and make it, quite frankly, almost impossible to deal with them.
Yeah. Oh, and the Bailey Nest is following up here. Alright. This is going to be some sort of eco Bane bust. Very good decision. Polt generally goes for Widowmine production following these first 4 Hellions. We'll see if he continues with that. It could make engaging with Banelings quite difficult.
Well, Polt also has Reapers usually alive at this point to tank for the Hellions, so these Hellions are, as funny as it is, to stay a little more fragile than they normally would be, just because they lack that Reaper component.
Yeah. Here come the Lings, though. Oh, but Polt is actually playing this a little bit defensively.
I like that he keeps going Viking first too. Like he just goes to clean up those overlords. It
Yeah.
denies scouting information of his base, but more importantly, once you start picking off 2 or 3, you've already paid for that Viking. So whatever happens to it for the rest of the game, who cares? And a Viking, or sorry, not Viking, Hellion is going to scout the third base. See that there's nothing here, but he doesn't have wind of the speedlings yet, and this is a lot of them. 22 more coming out to follow.
Yeah. And the following Banelings. I mean, and he's keeping Polt completely in the dark to this, going through his third base.
Oh, he went so much around the map just to make sure that this wouldn't be
the
found.
Viking.
Oh my god. 16 Banelings coming in at the third base location. This could be more than enough to bust through. And Polt doesn't have those Widow Mines out. They are on the way.
No. Oh my god, and he leaves the watchtower the second the Zerglings would have gotten in range.
Well, the catch to this too is he's got nothing at home to defend Panda. No spine, only queens. These Hellions could absolutely rip Tomikus apart. But Tomikus
Just now finishing off his wall. He has no idea.
The Widow Mines aren't out yet either. This is really dangerous. Bunker goes down immediately. He's got to stop these Widow Mines as soon as they spawn. If they burrow, he's going to be in so much trouble. And, oh my god, the bust.
No, the Widow Mine does get to burrow.
Oh
Bam.
no, and all but 2 Zerglings survive. LOL says Tomikus, but he's done a ton of damage in the process of this. Hellion's coming home now.
What the Hellions? They're going to go completely unchecked.
12
Only Zerglings follow us up.
12 workers killed was not worth the amount of Banelings you put into this at all, Panda. This was...
Oh my god.
If that Widow Mine didn't burrow, like, we saw how much health it has. 15. If a Baneling had detonated on top of it,
11 Lings and a Baneling.
Yeah, those Zerglings would have never died, and Polt would have lost so many more workers here, and the Bane's still not actually being cleaned up. Yeah, Panda, Polt's letting a lot of these SCVs die. You could deal with this.
He is, actually.
Panic mode. But okay. Round 2 of the bust, I don't feel will go nearly as well as round 1, because of course there are Widow Mines.
Widow Mine there. He has a Marauder on the high ground to soak damage too.
I
love him to put that in the wall between the bunkers so the Banelings were forced to detonate on it. Oh, actually.
Oh no!
Nice. Oh.
Ooh, big hit nonetheless, but the Hellions following this up have more than enough damage to deal with this. Taking a great engage surrounding here. Oh no, do escape to the ramp. And unfortunately there are those Widow Mines again to worry about.
Oh my god.
And Tomikus almost getting the factory.
Here with a lot of these SCVs. It's just these Hellions. Oh no!
I kind of wish he would have finished off
a few more Lings that would have been able to surround and potentially kill off a lot of the Hellions.
I feel if he had finished off that factory, that could have been huge as far as the protection of what Polt's going for. Primarily Hellions and Widow Mines, you stop that completely. Polt, please repair this. Please repair. There we go. SCV does finally arrive, but wall is up once more. And this is the mark of a good player, guys. So many Terran players will get in this situation and they'll panic. They'll go for units and not replace this wall immediately. And this wall is what is keeping Tomikus at bay. It's not the units, it's not the Widow Mines, it's not the Hellions, it's the supply depots.
Yep.
Alright, well, let's take a look at the worker count in general right now. 40 to 32. Zergflyer is a little ahead, but he's also lost a lot more throughout the course of this game. Those Banelings, those Zerglings were not cheap. He's actually supply blocked right now. That Viking has 2 kills on it already.
Oh, and he doesn't know about this drop either at the third base. This could potentially force a cancel as he is making pure drones. The Spire just starting. Yeah, this is going to be forced to cancel.
Yeah, there's the cancel. Can't really save this drone though, sadly. It's just too much here.
Yes!
Oh man, will he actually save? No, it does get sniped off on the cancel, but the drop should be cleaned up now. Sorry about that, guys. Mouse being a little cool right now. I hate that. Like that one moment, like everything goes smooth for 5 hours, and the mouse freaks out in hour 6. Like, why? But alright, Tomikus, let's analyze this. Like, okay, there's been a lot of losses on both players' side, but Polt held on. And because he was able to hold on, he didn't really lose any of the crucial structures in his main. Like, you can lose SCVs, they'll be replaced with mules. It's all about getting that infrastructure and stopping your Terran opponent from being able to do what they want. These Widow Mines move to the southern part of the map, they will just loop around and completely create a huge zoning effect for any sort of Zerglings on the field. And since it's primarily Zerglings, this is not looking good.
Tomikus, he's in a bad spot right now. He's forced to start Baneling speed, he's forced to morph in some Banelings to defend this, but he wants all of this gas to be directed 100% toward the completion of the Spire into mutas.
Well, Widow Mines are burrowed, and it's very limited on where our Zergfire can go. Ugh. Nothing connecting to anything. This Viking with 3 kills as well.
There's still 1 Widow Mine left. Polt is microing back to it now, but the majority of his units are actually dying.
No! Ugh. So painful to watch that happen, Panda, but the third base again under attack does get cancelled. Tomikus is on the top of his game here, guys. But Polt, again, he's a monster.
But we do have 6 mutas in production right now. This will actually be enough to clean up these remaining medevacs along with the...
Panda, I figured it out. CM Storm, crazy monster.
Oh my
god, the Overseer gone, and now you can't clean up the Widow
No, the
Mines.
last Widow Mine, it's gonna pick off 2 mutas.
Oh, will it? Oh no, goes for the Zerglings instead, but yeah, this Muta's very low. Meanwhile, trying to take an engage here. Mutas can actually target fire the medevacs quite effectively.
Immediately target firing down those mutas.
But,
very good decision by Polt.
Yeah, there's only 3 left now. That boost should be more than enough to get away. And
now Polt finally back up to the SCV count of his opponent.
If I can point out too, we have no creep spread on the map for a Zerg player. This isn't because he's not been trying to by any means. We see Overlords trying to bridge that gap, but you know, when you're put in this situation, when you're... Oh no. Supply blocked again for like the 4th time this game. Overlords just need to stay at home, I feel.
Yeah.
But the amount of... Oh my god, the Widow Mines. I'm catching the tail end of these deaths. Like
it's just disgusting. 29 kill Widow Mine, dude.
This is absurd.
Oh man.
29 but 12 between the other two, so I mean this is... Oh no. This is just... They're finally getting cleaned up. But they've done so much damage, and we got 4 more coming down to the 3rd base. And I like this. This is going to keep it safe from behind. No flanks from either direction. And he saw the Widow Mines go down. Polt.
Oh, he's trying to activate it with as few units as possible, but they're just dying too fast. The bio support, all of the Zerglings, all of the ground forces of Tomikus are destroyed.
This is not going well for a Zerg player.
I would say it was going so freaking well for the Zerg player until that one Baneling, one hit man.
That one hit in the main, yeah, you're right, right above the factory. Like that was just devastating. Polt gonna continue to advance here. Does pick off one of the Widow Mines though. It's the first break he's caught in a long time, but I gotta say, with the Overlords being picked off once more, I can't say that it matters. Supply block 5th time this game, guys. Drones being pulled. Desperation to make us not go down without a fight.
He needs to pick off the medevacs because the Polt will just lift up.
Well, Mutas will chase this off, but again...
At what cost?
Yeah, like that emote, I wish I could paste it here in game to show you guys. I'm making it in real life, just like the face, but... Polt actually losing a very expensive amount of medevacs that contain a lot of units, but... Again, I can't say that I feel that's enough to get back into this. As we see in the top right here, 55 SCVs to the 45 drones, not even on 3 bases yet, is Tomikus. And the upgrades...
I mean, without the Widow Mines, you could potentially see this army of Tomikus having a shot at Polt's composition. But I mean, with those 5 Widow Mines to support him, it's going to be very difficult to engage, and very difficult to engage as cost effectively as he needs to be able to have a hope of coming back into this game.
It's really depressing watching these Widow Mines go off, by the way, at this point, because you know that they've killed more than half of the units in this game.
Yeah.
Let's see, with 233 units lost, I think it's safe to say at least 100 have been to Widow Mines.
Alright, that was baited.
That was actually a really good...
2 more follow. Ooh,
just a little too many. Bailey's trying to connect here, but can't quite. Oh no, exploding on just a small amount of Marines.
Oh wow, it actually goes off on a Muta, so that was a pretty good detonation for Tomikus there.
But
unfortunately, he's still at a ridiculous supply disadvantage.
Yeah, 149 to 85 at this point. And a big part of this isn't to make us throwing units away, it's his Overlords getting sniped off over and over again. Drones saying like, alright, we made round 1 work, can we make it happen again? Where's the magic, guys? It's in the medevac, so never mind. And Polt, I'm surprised he hasn't just taken like 4th and 5th bases at this point. You know, like it's one thing to be cocky and get caught off guard, but I don't feel that Polt could really be caught off guard at this point, Panda. We even have the insta burrow drilling claws on the way.
Oh man, I don't know. This is getting quite hairy here for our Zerg hero. He does have a 3rd base. It is mining, but he does have that nagging 100 supply deficit to actually overcome.
Hellbats too. I mean, at this point you got to consider everything Polt's had has actually been pretty susceptible to Muta Baneling. Hellbats don't give a flying gosh darn.
No.
This is. I'm just kind of waiting for the massacre. Like it's like when you're at a party and you know something bad's about to happen and you just want nothing to do, so you kind of just back away, go to the corner, or leave. We got a big drop in the main, huge attack hitting the 3rd base, probably the most important base of our Zerg play. And oh, those Widow Mine hits are so beautiful. Baneling's connecting the most of the forest, but there's nothing at home.
Oh my god. The Widow Mines, man. I wish there were 2 unit kill tabs I wish there was one to the rest of the units and one,
One
for
for Widow
Widowmass.
Mines.